Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. From animals with superpowers to million-dollar flea market finds, this episode is packed with jaw-dropping knowledge. But here's the kicker. Did you know someone once discovered a hidden copy of the Declaration of Independence inside a $4 picture frame? Stick around to hear that wild story and 29 more facts that'll blow your mind. Here are 30 incredible facts to make your day. The wandering albatross holds the title for the largest wingspan of any living bird. Its wings can stretch up to an astonishing 3.66 meters or 12 feet, longer than the height of most ceilings. This massive wingspan allows it to glide effortlessly over vast oceans with minimal effort. Tim Doucette, a legally blind astronomer from Nova Scotia, underwent surgery that removed his eye lenses and widened his pupils. This rare procedure gave him the ability to see ultraviolet light, something most humans can't perceive. He now runs the Deep Sky Eye Observatory, where he shares a unique view of the cosmos with visitors. Unlike their big cat cousins like lions and tigers, cheetahs don't roar. Instead, they make surprisingly gentle sounds, meows, chirps, and purrs, much like a domestic cat. It's one of the many ways cheetahs stand apart in the animal kingdom. Believe it or not, spam is consumed at a staggering rate around the world. Every single second, 12.8 cans of spam are eaten globally. That's over 1.1 million cans per day. Proof that this canned meat has a cult following. In the Indian state of Meghalaya, locals have crafted bridges using the living roots of rubber fig trees. These root bridges can support over 50 people at once and, with proper care, can last for centuries. They're a stunning example of nature and engineering working in harmony. The first human-to-human art transplant took place on December 3, 1967. Performed by Dr. Christian Bernard in South Africa, this groundbreaking surgery marked a turning point in medical history and paved the way for modern organ transplants. In 2004, a lifeguard swimming with his daughter was suddenly surrounded by dolphins. At first, it seemed playful, until he noticed a shark lurking beneath them. The dolphins had formed a protective circle, driving the predator away and likely saving their lives. Bulls aren't actually enraged by the color red. In fact, they're colorblind to it. What really provokes them is the movement of the matador's cape. So next time you see a bullfight, remember, it's motion, not color, that gets them charging. Bamboo is the fastest growing plant on Earth. Under optimal conditions, it can grow up to 91 centimeters or 35 inches in just one day. That's nearly the height of a toddler in 24 hours. The hum of an electric razor isn't the same everywhere. In the US, the buzz typically resonates in the musical key of B flat, but in the UK, it hums in the key of G. This quirky difference is due to variations in electrical frequency between countries. In 2021, Saudi Arabia's camel beauty pageant made headlines when over 40 camels were disqualified. Why? They had received Botox and other cosmetic enhancements to improve their appearance. Yes, even camels aren't safe from beauty standards. Around 28% of people on the autism spectrum are left-handed, compared to just 10% in the general population. This intriguing difference suggests a unique neurological pattern that scientists are still working to understand. A chameleon's tongue is a marvel of nature. It can shoot out to 1 or even 2 times the length of its body. In smaller species, the tongue can extend up to 2.5 times their body length, perfect for snatching prey with lightning speed. The Empire State Building hosts an annual race where participants climb 1,576 stairs to reach the 86th floor. But the full building has 1,860 steps leading to the 102nd floor observation deck. With 103 floors total, it's a true vertical challenge. The world record for spitting a watermelon seed is an unbelievable 22.91 meters, or 75 feet and 2 inches. That's longer than a semi-truck, and requires serious lung power and precision. In 1989, a man bought a $4 picture frame at a flea market and discovered a hidden treasure inside, a first print of the Declaration of Independence. He later sold it for a jaw-dropping $2.4 million. Talk about a lucky find! The tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Towering at 828 meters, or 2,717 feet, it's nearly twice the height of the Empire State Building and dominates the skyline like no other structure on Earth. Dueling is technically legal in Paraguay, but there are strict conditions. Both participants must be registered blood donors, and a medical professional must be present during the duel. It's a bizarre blend of tradition and safety. Some plants actually need fire to reproduce. Known as pyrophytic species, like the lodgepole pine, their seeds are only released when exposed to intense heat. Fire in this case is not destruction, it's renewal. Wild mice typically live between 12 to 18 months, though many do not survive that long due to predators. In harsher conditions, their lifespan can be as short as 3 to 6 months. As pets, however, mice can live up to 3 years with proper care. Diana Armstrong holds the record for the longest fingernails ever recorded. Her nails measure a combined length of 1,306.58 centimeters, or 42 feet and 10.4 inches. That's longer than a school bus. According to U.S. flag code, state flags can be flown at the same height as the national flag. However, the U.S. flag must always be on the right, which appears at the viewer's left when displayed together. The 3 most recognized Western names in China are Jesus Christ, Richard Nixon, and Elvis Presley. These names have transcended borders and culture, each representing a unique slice of history and influence. Tijuca National Park in Brazil is often cited as the largest urban forest in the world, covering 39.58 square kilometers or 15.28 square miles. However, Johannesburg, South Africa also claims the title, sparking an ongoing debate over which city truly holds the crown. The Rafflesia arnoldi, also known as the corpse flower, is the largest flower in the world. It can grow up to 0.91 meters or 3 feet in diameter and weigh up to 6.8 kilograms or 15 pounds. Its foul odor mimics rotting meat to attract pollinators. On the back of the US $5 bill, only 26 states are listed across the top of the Lincoln Memorial. That's because the bill only shows one side of the building, and only 26 names are visible from that angle. Domino's Pizza entered the Italian market in 2015, hoping to win over locals. But by July 2022, all locations had closed due to poor reviews and fierce competition from traditional pizzerias. Italy wasn't having it. Lettuce might seem simple, but is part of the same plant family as sunflowers and dandelions. This botanical connection explains its flowering potential and its place in the broader plant kingdom. A cat's whiskers are more than just cute. They're sensitive tools that detect changes in air currents. This helps cats navigate tight spaces and sense nearby objects, especially in low-light environments. Astronauts can cry in space, but gravity doesn't let tears fall. Instead, the liquid forms a floating ball that clings to the eye, creating a strange and uncomfortable sensation. Crying in zero gravity is truly a different experience. There you have it, 30 facts to make your day. If you learned something new or just had your mind blown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know below. And remember, curiosity doesn't kill, it fuels discovery. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, and you have a great day.